Hi, Deb here. March is Women's History Month, so I decided to feature another one of my inspirational women dolls. And there's no better person to feature for Women's History Month than Susan B. Anthony. She was an amazing woman who did so much that benefits me, so I'm grateful. And this is the doll to represent her. She's wearing glasses. She has her hair done. It's very, very stiff, but that's okay because that'll hold the hair. And she's wearing this beautiful long black dress. They have plastic under here to keep the black from staining the doll. I think that's brilliant. When Mattel uses quality, there's nobody better. She is articulated. She has those neat boots. She is articulated. These hands, they have the most expressive style. I don't know. I think it's beautiful. I used to be a little annoyed that they always made their dolls pretty. But then I understand that little girls are drawn to pretty dolls. Probably boys too. I don't know. Really. But so all these people are made to be a little bit pretty. And that's okay because they're going to learn about the person. This is the backdrop of Votes for Women. It comes with a stand and a certificate of authenticity. And this is a portrait of Susan B. Anthony and a brief biography of her, which you hope it inspires children to read more about the person. Or they could watch my video and get curious. Okay, we're going to talk about Susan Brownell Anthony. She was born February 15th, 1820 in Adams, Massachusetts. She was raised a Quaker. Her father was friends with Frederick Douglass, and that's what inspired her to be an abolitionist. I think her first passion was abolitionist. She was also a supporter of temperance. Women back then, they didn't work outside the home, and they depended on their husband's salary, and a lot of times husbands, when they got paid, went out and drank their salary. That's why women were so invested in the idea of temperance. It's not because they didn't want people to have fun. Of course, maybe some of them, I don't know. Okay, let's see. She learned to read and write at the age of 3. Amazing. She was a teacher. She wanted to speak about abolition. Was it temperance or abolition? Anyway, one of her passions, they wouldn't let her speak because she was a woman, which started her desire to get women's rights. She was the chief New York agent of the American Anti-Slavery Society. She even helped slaves escape. The Women's National Loyal League was formed to help with emancipation of the slaves. The Working Women's Association was a union that she helped lead to get rights for working women. She was the head of the National Women's Suffrage Association, but that organization split because of some different ideals. I'm not sure what that was. 1868, she helped publish the Revolution, which was a women's rights paper. 1872, she registered to vote. They let her. And then she voted in 1872, and weeks later she was arrested for doing that. Apparently they got 12 jurors to get together and already decide she was guilty. So before they put her on trial, the verdict had been made. She was fined. She refused to pay the fine, which would have put her in jail, but the judge didn't put her in jail because he knew she was going to appeal to the Supreme Court, which could have given women rights then. She was brilliant. Okay, let's see. She was part of the. She was really hated, and she was kind of the target for hate of women's suffrage. But she outlasted her enemies, and in 1904 she was the representative for the International Council of Women. She was the first woman on U.S. currency. There is a Susan B. Anthony Day. They tried to make it national. It didn't work. There's 6 states: California, Florida, New York, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Massachusetts celebrate Susan B. Anthony Day on different days. Most of them on February 15th, which was a birthday, but some of them do on Election Day. Or anyway, and my quote for her: men, their rights and nothing more. Women, their rights and nothing less. Thank you, Susan B. Anthony. Look at the beautiful cameo. She has changed my world at great expense to her own life. She died on March 13th, I think, 1906. So she didn't live to see women get the right to vote, but hopefully she saw it from heaven, I hope. Anyway, that's my Susan B. Anthony doll, a woman every person should care about. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And thank you for watching. Toodles!